गणपतिगं हवामहे कविं कवीनामुपमश्रवस्तमं ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणस्पत न शृण्वन्नोतिभिस्सीदसादनम् ॐ श्रीमहागणपतये नमः। सरस्वत्यै नमो नित्यं भद्रकाल्यै नमो नमः। वेदान्त विद्यास्थानेभ्यः च सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्परां। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पाद शङ्करं लोकशङ्करम्। ॐ आप्यायन्तु ममाङ्गानि वाक्प्राणश्चक्षुः श्रोत्रमथो बलम् इन्द्रियाणि च सर्वाणि सर्वं ब्रह्मोपनिषदम् माहं ब्रह्म निराकुर्याम् मा ब्रह्म निराकरोत् अनिराकरणम् अस्त्वनिराकरणम् मे अस्तु तदात्मनि निरतेय उपनिषत्सु धर्माः ते मयि सन्तु। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। हरि ओम हरि ओम हरि ओम। We'll read from the second mantra of the second chapter. Naham manne suvedeti no na vedeti vedacha yo nastadveda tadveda no na vedeti vedacha yasyamatam tasya matam matam yasna vedasaha avijñātam vijñānatam विज्ञातम अविजानताम प्रतिबोध विदितं मतं अमृतत्वं हि विन्दते आत्मना विन्दते वीर्यम् विद्यया विन्दते अमृतम् प्रतिबोध विदितं मतं अमृतत्वं हि विन्दते आत्मना विन्दते वीर्यम् विद्यया विन्दते मृतम्. In the last mantra, it was said, one who does not objectify the Brahman, he knows that, and one who objectifies, he does not know that. And ultimately it was said, avijñātam vijānatam. Those who know it, for them this Brahman is not known as an object. And vijñātam avijānatam. So those who don't know it, for them it is known as an object. No? But why to know all this Brahman business? Why to know all that thing? Because sorrow is the name of experience of finitude in self. And Brahman is the name of infiniteness in the self. Sorrow is not any object, I told one day. If you remember, I said you cannot point out this is sorrow. Remember that? I said this is flower, this is book, this is sun, this is moon. There is no object called sorrow. And thought-wise also you can, this is thought, this is sorrow thought. You can't say like that. You can say this is calm thought, this is growth thought. But sorrow is not objectified like that. It is not an object. Sorrow is the false experience of finiteness in the self. It's illusory experience of finiteness in the self. Whole attempt of the Upanishad is to deal that only. We are not going for some academic study to appear in some examination. We are going to reveal our own real nature. So that I am not having any fear, or I am not having any experience of some kind of uncertainty about me. Situation is uncertain, I understand. Body is uncertain, understood. Family is uncertain, understood. Prarabdha is uncertain, understood. But my joy and sorrow is uncertain. That is not understood. Uncertainty in I is not, this is not prarabdha. Uncertainty in I is a misinterpretation in I. Uncertainty in I is misconception and misinterpretation. We are going to deal with uncertainty in I. I am uncertain. I don't know whether I'll be angry today, or I'll be sad today, or I'll be happy today, or I'll be afraid today. I'll be very, very excited today. I'll be calm today. And I don't know what about tomorrow, but today only I don't know about I. So don't mix these two issues. Issue of the world is a different matter, issue of body is different matter, issue of mind is different matter, and I is a no issue. So it is not a Brahman business. It is Brahman self. It is not something else. So don't make it something which is objective. It is not, Brahman is not an objective thing. So in the last mantra, you had heard this point, that it cannot be known. One who knows that, it is not known to them. One who don't know that, is known to them. When it is said it is not known to them, doesn't mean it is not known. It is not known as an object to them. Then how to know it? The question arises, how to know it? If I don't know, then how to know? Somebody knows or not? Yes, it is known. So no, yes. Then how to know without objectifying it? So this mantra is very, very important mantra. This fourth mantra. How many mantra? Third mantra is important. Then fourth mantra is important. So this is very important for meditation. This has to be by-hearted. Oh my God. Upanishad mantras also, yes. And you have to be little attentive. It is going to be subtle class. So what is said here is pratibodh viditam matam amritatvam hi vindate atmana vindate viryam vidyaya vindate mritam. So what is the meaning here? It is meaning is here. अब देखो क्या बात बोल रहे हैं. Earlier it was said it was different than known, and here it is said viditam. देख रहे हो आप? कुछ भी बोलते हैं. Earlier it was said anya de viditat, and here it is said pratibodh viditam. What is the matter here? We'll deal with the matter here. I'll clarify that. See, viditam pratibodh, bodh means cognition. With every cognition. Cognition. Some say cognition, some say cognition. Whatever you want to say, you say that. That is not a problem. So what does it mean? Please be careful. I'll try to go through some discussion. With every cognition, Brahman is known. Here matam means clearly known. And pratibodh viditam means, pratibodh means bodham prati. Okay. Please see. I am seeing this flower. I am seeing this flower. So what the science says how this flower is seen? So science will say that the light comes on this flower and reflects and goes to your retina, and the image is formed, therefore the flower is seen. यही बोलेगा साइंस, ठीक है ना? This much simple physics, I think you all must be knowing that it reflects here, the light is there and it goes in your retina. Diagram is also made in physics classes. Like this it goes like that. Nahi. Vedanta comes into picture. Vedanta says, hello, this light comes in your eyes, therefore it is not seen. This light which is in your eyes, it mixes with the light of consciousness, therefore it is seen. There is a ray of consciousness through your eyes which is enveloping this ray. There are two rays. Not our ray. I'm not telling. We are talking about ray bhai is there, not that ray. We are talking about, there is Ray Ramnath is there. We are not talking of that ray. I am saying Well, where your mind goes. So this eye, this ray is there, and there are the ray of consciousness is there. All the perceptions are drenched by this ray of consciousness, and therefore it is seen. Because if you close your eyes or if you are sleeping also, even though the ray is falling, light ray, but if consciousness ray is not there, you won't see it. There is a ray, therefore it is called Netra Jyoti. In Hindi they call it Netra Jyoti. There is a ray of it. Similarly, there is a Karna Jyoti. And if your mind is somewhere else, supposing, so even if the person is there, you don't see. Sometimes it happens with me. I meet somebody after the yagna. I said, "You are not coming?" He said, "I am on the second row." Oh, sorry. You were there? Yes. I was there sitting. Oh. Then what will I say? I did not notice. Seeing is something, noticing is another thing. I didn't notice you. That means that it was a generally I saw, but I didn't make a particular noticing was not done. So any perception, similarly you are hearing, so the words are coming in your ears, but the ray of consciousness from your ear is enveloping the word, and therefore you have a knowledge of the word. If this ray of consciousness doesn't permeate and envelop the external word, you won't listen it. Similarly is with the taste also. Similarly is with the skin also. Similarly is with the nose also. If a person is sleeping and you put perfume in front of him, he won't register it. Even though he is breathing. But he will not say it was a fragrant sleep. Or I had fragrance. Because the ray of consciousness coming from the nose is not enveloping it. So you won't have any knowledge. So our conclusion is very simple. That any kind of perceptual knowledge has the consciousness factor into it. I hope this is very clear. This is one point. So actually when I scan my eyes from left to right or from right to left, the objects are changing, but that consciousness light is not changing. The knowledge element is not changing. The consciousness knowledge is not changing. There are two knowledges. One is knowledge of the object, and one is knowledge per se without an object. So I am seeing different. I see flower, I see book, I see. So this object is changing, but one light which permeates all is not changing. Okay. ठीक है ना? Let us see from that angle. See, this is a hand, this is a palm. And I say, what is it? You say it's a palm. Actually, it is a light and the palm. I am seeing, when I say, what is it? I say, watch. It is a light on the watch. Light plus watch. Book plus watch. I'm sorry, book plus light plus book. Mic, light plus mic. Every knowledge that I am having with my eyes is along with that light. There is no lightless knowledge. And objects are different, but light is same. Light has not changed with the object. It is the external thing. So whether you are talking, whether you are hearing, whether you are eating, whether you are smelling, whether you are seeing, whether you are touching, all you are having knowledge. An object is there. But the knowledge element is not changing in that. That consciousness element is not changing every day. Because your attention is on the object, therefore you don't notice the unchanging aspect. Your attention is not on the light, your attention is on the object, therefore you are not able to see that. This is one point. Lot of points are there. Oh. And that is called bodham. Bodh means cognition. This is one point. You see everything, but you are not changing the light of consciousness. Second point. Now I'm going internal now. I'm going internal. You see lot of thoughts are there. Shankaracharya Bhagavan writes this point only. He says, Bodha Shabdena Bodhaha Pratyaha Uchyante. Pratyaha. What is that? You must have used camera. In camera, the image is taken inside. Object is outside, but image is taken inside. Then you say it has. The real was there. So that's called pratibodham. Prati means, bodham means knowledge from inside to outside. I see. I see the flower is called bodham. But the thought of flower is formed from outside to inside. That is pratibodham. Like I answered you. Answer was from inside to outside. Then you answered back. That's called pratyuttar. That is called from outside to inside. So from outside to inside is called where prati word is used in Sanskrit. It's from outside to inside. Pratyuttar, pratibodham. One knowledge, the one Sanskrit point you can think. Pratyaya. Pratyaya. The word Bhagavan Bhashikar has used. Bauddhaha pratyaya. Pratyaya uchyante. So pratyaya also has from outside to inside. I am speaking from inside to outside. But you are hearing from outside to inside. Your thought is from inside about what I am speaking. Your knowledge is taking inside. Your knowledge is not taking in the space. Your knowledge is taking in the mind. And therefore it is called pratyaya. Okay, fine. Fine, very fine. So knowledge is taking place from outside to inside. Very good. Knowledge is taking place. Yes. Sure. Knowledge was not there. What? Knowledge is taking place. Knowledge was absent and now knowledge has come. Before I saw the flower, knowledge was absent. No, I had knowledge of something else. I had a knowledge of a book. Before knowledge of a book, Maybe knowledge of paper. Before that, knowledge of mic. Before that, knowledge of hall. Is there no offless knowledge? But offless knowledge is not there. Is it necessary to have off knowledge? And here is where Vedanta comes into picture. It says, please be careful. He says that there is one consciousness in that object and is coming and going. And I am feeling it is the knowledge of the object. Actually, knowledge, thought, unless it is illumined by the consciousness, it won't have knowledge of the object. In one knowledge, pure knowledge, infinite knowledge, different objects are coming and going. I am forgetting that infinite objectless knowledge and I am making a knowledge of the object. Like, supposing there is a hall, well illumined hall is there. And I enter into the hall and nobody is here. So I'll say, oh, nobody has come. Who was in the hall? Nobody. The light was there. And then supposing one person came. Who is in the hall? That person is there. Acha, one person came, very long hair he had, and clean shave with long hair. He had come, yes. Who else? Nobody else. I mean, you are not seeing the light. And now you are seeing that light is falling on the person. You could not differentiate. Actually, you saw the light and the person. You did not see the person only, but you did not know that I am seeing the light and the person, which is a part of the total light appearing as a shape of a person that only I saw. But I saw only a person. I hope you are understanding this. Actually, what you say is a thought knowledge. Thought has two components. One is simple thought, other is the light on the thought. The pure light is there. On the pure light, different objects come and go. And when different objects come and go, we say different thoughts are there. Light is not objectified, but on the light, objects are coming and going. And I mistakenly feel, by mistake, that it is the light, it is the thought, is the knowledge of object. Actually speaking, it is the object of knowledge. Will you please be slow, I can't understand so fast. When you say, we say the light of the person, like moonlight. What is moonlight? Is it the light of the moon? Is the moonlight light of the moon? It is not light of the moon. But you say it moonlight because you see it on the moon. It is not emanating from the moon actually. It is reflected light of the sun only. Because it is reflected from the moon and your attention is on the moon, and therefore you have given the name moonlight. But it is not called a moonlight. I was in some place near Nainital, and this was the name of the hotel, Moonlight. Moonlight Hotel. So actually speaking, what you say is a thought. Thought is a light there. The knowingness aspect in the thought is not of the thought, it is of the Brahman only. The object aspect in the thought is of the thought. I had a thought of pumpkin. If the thought of pumpkin is there, so the pumpkinness is the thought aspect, and the knowledge that I had of the pumpkin is the knowledge of the consciousness. This is the point. So, whole day you have a lot of cognitions. Therefore, another meaning is prati bodham bodham prati. There are numberless bodham. Numberless cognitions are there. So you leave the object aspect and catch the unvariable light aspect. Unvariable, non-variable light aspect, knowledge aspect to take and leave the object aspect. This is called pratibodh viditam matam. It is not objectively viditam. It is just shifting the attention. Brahma Gyan is not an event. It is not an event. It's not a new knowledge. Because if new knowledge is there, then a problem is there. Brahma Gyan is not a new knowledge. What knowledge you are already having, you are just able to get any insight in that knowledge. You have got a revised cognition in that knowledge. You have more a recognition in the knowledge rather than having some new, fresh knowledge. It is not some new knowledge. You already have the knowledge which you are not aware of. I am just making you aware of that knowledge which you already have, and your attention is not going on that place. When I say, light on the palm, it's not that I have added new light. I am just shifting your attention from the palm to the light on the palm. That is called pratibodh viditam. Well, it's so difficult. Very not difficult, so easy. So, whole day you have only varying cognitions. Thought of man has come, thought of dog has come, thought of cat has come, thought of plumber has come, thought of electrician has come, thought of gardener has come, thought of enemy has come, thought of friend has come, thought of my headache has come. I did not remember I have a headache. After some time when you asked, how are you, I remember I had a headache. Sometimes a person is sad, and then you ask, what is the problem with you? Then his sadness comes out. Earlier he was okay. Kaisi hua? Theek ho. Little you give sympathy and all his problems come out. You have thought of enemy, thought of friend, thought of fruit, thought of banana, thought of apple. Please note, in all thoughts, cognition factor is common. The object is changing. With the changing object, cognition is not changing. This is second point. I have come from outside to inside now. Which mantra is going on? Hare pratibodh viditam matam. Okay. I brought Gita. No, it is pratibodh viditam matam. Very important mantra. Without this you cannot meditate. It is not, I told you, Brahma Gyan is not some new thing that has happened. Today something new happened. Brahma Gyan came up. No, who came up, what is came up will not be Brahma. Anything which comes and goes is false. It's mithya. I'm trying to take you away from coming and going, and you are going back to coming. This is the second point. Infinite number of cognitions come up. But who is a seeker? Who can discern? Discern means discriminate. Who can see differently the object and the light of the object. This difference, if you can make it out, then it is called bodham. That is called viditam bodham. It is not objective viditam. It's a subjective cognition, recognition of that bodham. I am seeing you. I have to shift the attention from you to the light on you. The light is also falling on you, but I don't see the light. Supposing I like somebody a lot, I see the object and not the light on that person. I am so attached or so much obsessed by the object of the thought that I miss the light which is pervading the thought. I did not like that. I'm so much attached by my dislike that I'm irritated thinking about you or angry thinking about you. But I don't understand, I can't shift the attention from the disliked object to the thought, to the light which is not changing, which is illuminating that, which is enveloping that. There is no experience in which this light, this cognitive light of consciousness is absent. Oh. Therefore I say Vedanta is very easy if you are very dispassionate. And if you are not dispassionate, it is very, very difficult. Because dispassion allows you to leave the object. And when you don't have dispassion, you can't leave the object. Supposing as a mother is meditating and thought of child has come, whether he has taken milk or not. I am in the class. I asked him to take milk. And here Swamiji is saying, every thought has two components. One is the object, other is the light. An unvarying light is the bodham or the consciousness. Please leave the object and come to the light. And now the object of that mother's thought is child, hungry child, he has taken milk or not. Now that mother cannot shift attention from that hungry child to the light. बोले पता नहीं क्या है. If he has not taken, who will give him milk? He must be going here and there. This is where problem lies. And therefore Vedanta fails with most of the people. Not because Vedanta is a failure, but because you don't have a capacity in you. I'm in meditation only. I'm in meditation only. But still in the thought also certain object I can't drop and see the light. This is second point. And if you have the capacity to leave the object, then what to say? You can just be there. You have to create something. You have to just recognize that. Second point. क्या बात है ना? Third point. Second point is over. Third point. I'm just making some point what the purpose of our understanding, is the same topic going on. Oh, I thought another mantra is there. No, same, not even first part is completed. Okay. I have written in my book also, fifth mantra. No, it is fourth is going on. You must have dreamt. There is in the experience of the dream, there is something called dreamer and dreamt object. Supposing you are eating food in the dream, there is eater and eaten. Eater and eaten. In the dream, you are hearing a bhajan. There are hearer and heard. Supposing you are walking, there is walker and walked upon. Very good. Supposing you are singing, singer and song and sung is there. In the dream. In the dream. Now, dream is easy to appreciate. Because in the dream, the singer, walker, eater, all are the lights only. The light of consciousness with some doer, superimpose on some doer called singer or walker or eater, etc. Light of consciousness is on everything. There is no eater or there is no walker, there is no sleeper which is devoid of this light. This is, and no, please note, in the dream, the food that you are eating, same light is there also. So same light is on the subject also, and same light is on the object also. You can't appreciate the object without light, and you can't appreciate subject without light. That is called pratibodh viditam matam. Pratibodh is very important. Bodham bodham prati. With every bodh, this light is there. I hope you are catching this. Okay. Catching this. Wow. Light is not moving. Movement of the object was superimposing on the light. Light is not moving. Light has not gone anywhere. Light does not have anything. That cognition is all the time there. Because of Maya, because of something, some object comes in front of cognition, and you superimpose the cognition, the objectless cognition as this is the cognition of the object. The cognitionless object, you are seeing it as cognition of the object. And now you have made the object important than the cognition which was objectless. It was timeless, spaceless, objectless cognition. And now I am saying it is a cognition of the object, cognition of the space. Oh. Third point. This is third. No, third, fourth I am coming. This is the fourth point now. 3 points. Third was dream. First was external. Second is thought. Third is about dream. Now fourth point. We are moving ahead. Please shift. Go back. Become a fish. Become a fish. Understood what I am saying? Becoming a fish means what? Follow, bhai? Koshki? Becoming a fish means what? Huh? Huh? No. The flow of the water is here. Fish goes like the source. Water is flowing like this. Fish goes to the source of the water against the flow. Huh? Tamarind? Goes to the source. This is called fish way. You don't go, you have to go towards the source. Our habit is to go out. Who has come? Anybody has come? Nobody is there. I heard some noise. What is in the food today? Your jacket is new. No? So this is, you brought, I think, Shivani brought the new jacket. No? Yes. I'm checking who has income in your jacket. Your jacket is also very good. This is going out. I'm coming in. I'm going inside. De-objectify it. This is 3 point. 4th point. What is 4th point? Is this cognition that you are talking about? Yes. I mean, whole waking state is a cognition. Yes. Dream I can experience is a cognition. In deep sleep there is no cognition. Then, no cognition is also one cognition. You are not seeing also that you are there, therefore you are not seeing. If you are not there, you won't say that nothing was there. That is also one cognition. This cognition is knowing the whole space. And because it knows the whole space, because of it space is known, that means it is spaceless. It is not in space. Because it was in space. In the absence of space you won't know it, but in the deep sleep there is absence of space, still you see that. Therefore it is spaceless. In the absence of waking and dream, there is no time, it is timeless. It is spaceless, timeless, objectless. No. That means it is shapeless, it is formless, it is timeless. Oh. That means it is not born, exactly. That means when I was born, it was not. Again you put I, you say your body was born. Think with Vedantic terms, although talk in the empirical terms. When you think with Vedantic terms. What it means? When you think I was born, don't use the word I was born. You say, no, I was not born. But if doctor asks what is your age, don't say I'm not born. Yesterday somebody was asking what is your age. Somebody asked what is your age. I also didn't even know what is my age. I had to recollect what is my age. I don't know I said the right or wrong. I didn't tell that I'm in early 30s. While talking, you can talk on Vedantic, talk on empirical words. But while thinking about yourself, but I am sad, don't use any Vyavaharik terms in thinking. Think with Vedantic ways. Then inside you question, is sadness an object or is stagnant my cognition? Is it reality? So third point about what I am asking is, fourth point is there. Fourth point is that this cognition is objectless, is spaceless, because in the deep sleep also it is there. It doesn't come and go. There is not a time when I was not there. Natvevaham jatunasam natvam neme janadipaha na chaiva na bhavishyamaha. There was not a time I was not there. There was not a time I won't be there. This is called bodh, pratibodh. I am not making a new experience, I am repeating it. I am just intelligently revising it. I don't know, in your school, colleges, some student got failed. Some got failed. He said, I got 30 marks. I had done at least of 70 marks. And he gives his copy for rechecking. There was a provision of rechecking the copy. I don't know it is here or not. Is there? Is there? So rechecking, why one word is there? Remarking. So he give. Please note, if the marks are lesser, then also he can fail, pass one also. There is also one risk in that. That supposing he has marks and he rechecked and something was wrong, then it can fail also. So be at your own risk. I have noticed that when they recheck it, then he forgot, the one who was checking, he forgot to take into account 2 questions. He didn't check it properly, or he missed it. And when it was rechecked, the 30 marks, what was there, it was now 70. The person who rechecked, he didn't create a marks. He only, what he missed out, he revised and assessed it properly. So what we are doing, we are not creating any new knowledge. It's not an event, it's not an opportunity. It's not meeting somebody new. It is, I have missed to understand one very important point of my experience. I am not taking into account one important aspect in me. I am missing some important aspect. I am revising it. I am recollecting it. I am realizing it. Revising, recollecting, realizing. This is called bodham. And it is not an object which I am seeing, object as a knowledge. Viditam is not for the object. Viditam is just recognition. Oh, now I know it. Fourth point. Fourth point, Challa. Oh. This is without time and without space. Without time and without space. If I say without time, without space, if you remember definition of Brahman, who will say in Sanskrit? Sanskrit definition. Pariched samanya upalakshit tattvam brahmatvam, which is indicated by the absence of all finites, finitude. Now, if time and space is not there in that cognition, because whole space is an object. Hello? What? When you see the whole space, well, how to see the whole wall? No. I mean outside when you see. Whole space you see. See. Whole space is seen because it has come in your thought. Agreed. That means that the illuminator should pervade the element. Agreed. Therefore, your cognition should be bigger than the space. So, on the pure cognition, space is appearing. And supposing from waking you are going to dream, then what happens, That space which was appearing stopped appearing. And you slipped into dream. When you slipped into dream, another space came, called dream space. And then you were a dream there. Then from dream you slipped into deep sleep. In the deep sleep, both space went away. So in the waking was Bhutakash, in the dream was Chittakash, and in the deep sleep Chidakash. So no space is there. So in the pure cognition, space is coming, going, coming, going. You are thinking that I am seeing the space, but you are missing where space is seen. You are only attached with the object and not where object is there. I see you only, but I miss the light in you. I hope it is not very simple, very difficult. So easy it is. I tell you, Vedanta is very easy. There is a fourth point going on. Tomorrow I won't repeat. क्यों भाई? What question is there? Right, no? When you think about yourself in life, never think as an entity. Never think as a being. If you are a Vedantic student, think of yourself as this objectless cognition on which this body is appearing. And if you are a devotee, think yourself as a devotee who is in Lord and with Lord. There is only two ways out, I have discovered. If you are a devotee of Lord Shiva, you think yourself you are working with Lord Shiva, talking with Lord Shiva, even sleeping on his lap. Your head is on his lap. You are eating, he is also there eating. This is the way. Moment you are without consciousness, you think, or without Lord, you are in problem then. Then ego will come into play. What is ego? You know that? Who forgets this light and claims the object as mine. Who forgot that light is there, but he is claiming he is a false entity of one small object, a small experience, claimer of a small experience, and forgetter of the whole cognition is ego. He is saying, this is my person, this is my sorrow, this is my joy, this is my experience, this is my idea. Out of the infinite thing, very small thing is holding. That is called ego. This is my opinion. I cannot leave my sadness. I am very sad with you. I am very angry with you. I cannot leave my anger. I am very happy with you. I, you. What about the one before you came? Who was there? Who? Before this, I am sad came. Who were there? I don't care. No. Before I am sad thought came, who was there? You were there. But you are not noticing it. Four points. So whole sadhana, you have to shift from Chidabhas to Chit. Shift, I am saying. Not physical shift. Not a physical shift. It's the intellectual realization. When you feel consciousness is located in mind, it is called Chidabhas. When you see that consciousness or cognition is appearing through mind, it is called Chit. When you feel I am the body, this is Chidabhas. When you feel I am appearing through the body, it is Chit. When you feel this consciousness is I have come, I have gone, this is Chidabhas. But I think I am appearing to come and go, this is Chit. Just some differentiation. I am in space, this is your ego. Because you are identified with the body and you are saying, no, this whole space I am seeing, therefore space should be in me. Because no part of space cannot be without me. Light of consciousness has gone through my eyes and pervaded the whole space. And therefore I should be in all space. I didn't wake up. Then space came into me. That is called waking up. Oh, I slept. Space went away. Where? From me. What remained? Knowledge. Can you see that knowledge without object? That I am. After I die, what will happen? Don't say I die. After body will die. What will happen? To whom? To whom what will happen? Hurry to me. Which me? The ego me or the cognition me? No cognition me. Nothing happens there. When the dream goes away, what happens to the consciousness? So this one dream is passed away. What you call death? One dream has gone. But the consciousness on which dream was appearing has not gone. This is pratibodh viditam matam. Sarve pratyaya vishayi bhavanti yasya satma sarvodhan pratibudhyate sarpratyadarshi. All the thoughts are the object of that is Atma. Time is over. Just revise and relive these words. Relive. You will be revived. Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namah. Hari Om.